I know what big money means easily. For example, this month we earned 28 million. And it was in absolute ease. And I arrived at a rather substantial sum of money 2 years ago. So I have something to share. In this video, I'll tell you 3 rules on how to achieve big money easily. You will follow each step and obtain your outcome. However, prior to commencing, I recommend that you contemplate the reason for the absence of significant wealth in simplicity. So what are the reasons? First, we will understand the reasons, the problems, we will understand what they are. By understanding what they are, the answer will become clear, revealing how to easily come to these big money. The main reason is that we don't want to take a long time. It's painful because you want your money ASAP. You want your result ASAP, your financial goal, this level of income that each of you wants right now, you want it urgently. Accordingly, waiting for some more time and going to these goals for some more time, it's long, which means it's painful. If it hurts, then it's stress. Remember, this is the first reason. I'll explain later the matter. Reason 2, we don't want it to be difficult and hard because it hurts and it's stressful again. Challenging and tough. It's about achieving, climbing the career ladder, overcoming difficulties, getting up and moving forward after making a mistake. This is a classic business system, a classic business approach, a classic way to achieve goals. Most of you who are currently looking at me have set goals at some point. Some of you have achieved them, while others have abandoned their goals after a period of time without making any progress. Why? Yes, because it doesn't work, you need to get up, go, and this is through overcoming yourself. And it appears pain and stress again, and the third reason is the unwillingness to walk on heads. Because if you walk on top of people's heads, you will most likely experience, well, to put it mildly, a sense of not being a very good individual. We are all individuals, in any case, connected by lofty ethical principles. They simply diminish if we begin disrespecting them over the long haul. And accordingly, a very great courage is needed and, so to speak, the ability to make a deal with one's conscience, to silence its voice in order to walk over heads, to sweep away competitors and not think about the fact that, oh, this one has a family and this one has children and I am alone, he needs it more, but... Careerists don't pay attention to these things. Careerists step on heads and achieve their goals. And it turns out that the third reason why ordinary, normal, honest, kind people have not yet had significant wealth or have not had substantial wealth easily is because we do not want to be unethical. Because it hurts again and it's stressful. And it turns out that these 3 reasons, yes, are long, difficult, hard, and walking on heads. All this is combined into one reason: pain, stress. From this follows the initial rule and the primary key to solving those enormous amounts of money. The brain provides energy for our actions, achievements, and earning. The brain is addicted to endorphins. We love to enjoy everything that brings us pleasure. This is sex, this is food, these are entertainments. That is, we absolutely love everything that increases our level of happiness and brings us joy. We're prepared to do anything for this. We strongly dislike anything that causes us pain. We're either lazy or apathetic to do it. And since the brain is an endorphin addict, there is good news that all these interfering reasons can be easily reprogrammed in the shortest possible time and start earning millions in just 30 days. This is not esotericism. This is not magic. These are developments of Nobel laureates that are applied for methods of psychological correction. In order for us as individuals to swiftly achieve results in income and self-esteem, it is important. And these methods have already helped more than 1,500 people in 2 years. So they underwent a major social experiment. We collected statistics and 97% of all 100 people who came, you decreased your income by 2 times in a week, according to statistics. Accordingly, I will share these tools with you at the free masterclass below the link. You sign up in return so that I can inform you about tools for making a lot of money. So here are 3 tools. The first and most important tool to find the key to this endorphin addict is to find your favorite activity, your purpose, because it is a guarantee, it is the law of big money in ease. Because if you work in a job you don't like, if you engage in an activity you don't like, it is clear that you will not enjoy it. That is, every day you will experience stress. Waking up in the morning, you will think that I need to join this team again, work with this boss, I don't like it. And therefore, If you have the thought that I want to work more in order to earn more, because this is a classic way to increase the income level of our population, please write in the comments what you usually use to increase the income level. Because when I ask my clients, they say, well, I increase the number of working hours, take on additional clients. If you don't like working at this job, you can't even do this, because then you put yourself in even more terrible stress. Accordingly, if you work in your favorite job, then for you it is simply a paid hobby. And here it becomes more pleasant, more interesting. Money becomes easier. This is the obligatory realization of one's talents, which can now blow most people's minds, because when clients come to me, 99% of them do not fully know their talents or know only a few. And this is what most people suffer from in general in Russia, in the CIS. And accordingly, then the question arises, how do I find out my purpose? How do I find out my talents? Methods. Astrologers, tarologists, numerologists. Practicing astrology long became one of the highest paid in the country. Classics mention these methods as per the classics. I understand that going to a class specialist is really a good working method where you can learn everything about yourself. Or there is an alternative. In a couple of days, we discover this purpose on my DNA program, and I am not imposing my opinion on you. Your purpose is to proceed and accomplish this task. My job is to help you recognize initially that you were aware of your purpose, your abilities without my assistance, and then provide you with the chance to validate it through astrology, numerology. The third tool for generating substantial wealth is having a strong, positive self-image. Without this, it is impossible. Spit on everything and go to your favorite business. Without this, it is impossible to accept all my talents, understand that I have them, and manifest them. Know this, can't sell oneself at high price. Know this, can't typically find decent job, establish normal relationships in general. A healthy self-esteem is a crucial factor for achieving financial success, as valuing yourself highly enables you to attain greater outcomes and engage in more impactful endeavors that enhance your overall quality of life. Because if you think you deserve less, well, how would you settle for anything less? And here is just an example of what is currently present in your life. The level of income that exists, the level of relationships that exist, the level of life, the repair of your apartment, your environment. And this is the perception of your own worthiness that you subconsciously hold, which reflects what you consider yourself deserving of. Consciously, it may seem that I want to go, but subconsciously we see ourselves as worthy, and that is why it is reflected in our life. For instance, when you were exhausted from a disliked job or super uncomfortable relationships, there was a breaking point where you were extremely fed up, unable to stay there any longer, and you made a decision. That's it, I'm leaving. Put a period and leave. It turns out that at that moment, you stopped considering yourself worthy of this unworthy scenario. Put a period and leave. Like this. It turns out that before, while you agreed to it, you believed that you were worthy of it. No self-esteem, no progress. Multiple methods to work with self-esteem, always observed by a thoughtful, intelligent audience that works with her. There is classical psychotherapy, there is hypnosis, there are different techniques. You can find out this without me. And there exists a methodology referred to as brain programming. This is the methodology that I employ. Methodology turning into vet psychotherapy, currently registering at RAIN level with scientists for validation and implementation. Scientific publications are written on this topic. Scientific articles will be published. A manual will be written for psychologists and psychotherapists to apply with people to achieve faster results than with classical psychotherapy, because a month of brain programming is equivalent to a year of psychotherapy in terms of effectiveness. Accordingly, you can choose how to deal with all this yourself. My main task was to tell you that there are only 3 points that have a very strong impact on money. 3 reasons stopped, 3 points influence. By implementing, you'll increase income in the shortest time. And of course, healthy self-esteem grows rapidly, I believe you'll agree, when you attain social results, artifacts, and goals, as both intangible and solid material factors shape it. Achieving repeatedly makes you feel like, wow, I'm great. Accordingly, the method to effortlessly attain any objectives is through this highly comprehensible algorithm, which we have meticulously followed and ultimately accomplished every single goal. Somewhere here will appear a link to a video about how to achieve absolutely any goal, about how I bought a Porsche in a month. In the same month, I bought an apartment in Dubai, and in general, I managed to implement a large number of artifacts in a very short time. And it seems people have worked for years, but there is a brain programming tool that makes it easy to achieve. Here you are clicking on the link now and going to watch this video, or the link is in the description.